I want to thank you for being so patient and being so understanding and having the courage to come and hear me, because I'm the one man that most people shouldn't listen to. Why? I didn't go to school. I don't read books. I have never read a book in my life, and I never will read any. I disliked school. Yes, I did. But my grandmother that raised me was a very understanding woman. You see, many people doesn't know as to how is it that this one man, Dr. Sebi, your brother, is curing AIDS. Well, if I had read books and I had gone to school, I would not have been able to cure AIDS. Because those that been to school, which are the physicians, do they cure AIDS? Do they cure diabetes? Did they go to school?
Yes. All right.
The Maya built empires. Did they go to school?
No.
So why is it that we always seem to put school in front? Why is it that we always seem to think that we need to read books to enhance our journey? Well, I didn't. Because I knew that in the context of the book, within those pages, there was an English language that's not yours nor mine. So therefore, I'm not a Chinaman. I'm not a Russian. I'm not a Caucasian. So now, if I tell a gorilla to speak polar bear language and get on in life, you will have difficulty. What I did was to find out that the one thing that the physicians were making, the mistake that they were making, they didn't address genetics. What is genetically consistent with a group, not so with another. Like I said, gorillas do not eat polar bear food. So how come we eat everybody's food? We eat Chinaman food, we eat European food, we eat everybody's food. But when I asked the Supreme Court, when you remove the African from Africa, did you bring his food with him? The judge said no. So therefore, we are going to travel on a journey that's going to be black, going to be African. Why? Because we are African. So all these years, we have been looking for answers. I have no philosophy. I don't need a philosophy. I need to see. Philosophy does not help us to journey through life. What has philosophy done to uplift the black race? Nothing. So what do I have that is so different? In the past 450 years in the brothers from Africa, our anthropologists, our historians, our revolutionaries, they never talk about the very important thing that was supposed to be addressed, our diet. What I hear is what? I go to Africa, I hear about spirituality. Now what in the devil is that? What is spirituality? How do we use that to propel us to enhance our life? How do you use it? Because I'm not spiritual, but I cure AIDS. And I know many people who are spiritual, they don't do anything. So where is the profit in it? Where did that word come from anyway? Do we know? But when I go to Africa, they take me to Oshogbo, and they show me all these totems that they believe in, because we live in a world of belief. No, I don't live in a world of belief. Either I know or I don't know.
Break it down.
So now, what do they say? When you are sick, you have a germ, a virus, or a bacteria, which is the cause of your manifestation of disease. That's what they say. A germ, a virus, or a bacteria. Oh yeah? But if you have identified the cause of disease, how come you're not curing anything? I said no. It's mucus. There's only one disease, never two. And don't be afraid. I told that to the Supreme Court of New York when I was arrested in 1988. When everybody in Harlem, everybody in Brooklyn, brothers who's supposed to be so adapt so long that one brother told me he read 3,000 books. I said, well, why do you do all that for? Doesn't it help you? Your belly is still big and your eyes have glasses on it, but you read 3,000 books. I didn't read any. I read my mama. My mama is the only person I listen to. My mama is the only person that I allow to tell me something I would listen. Now remember, I'm the boy that didn't go to school. So what did I learn outside of school? I learned that which is natural, that which is complementary, that did not come out of a book. And anything you put in your mouth that is acid will eat you up. And anything you put in your mouth that is acid, God did not make. Like, for instance, wheat, rice, beans, cows, hogs, chicken. All that stuff is garbage. How did an African happen to wind up with cassava in his mouth? I don't know. When cassava is not even African. Cassava is Portuguese. Like the Dutch made the carrot, the Portuguese made the cassava, the British made the beans. Now we are a slave to all of this. And by the time you get to my age 70, you're wearing glasses. Your sex is bad. Your back is bad. Your sex is bad. Has to be sometimes sex is gone for 10 years. I've had brothers to come to me that the sex has been left 10 years ago. And I'm not saying that the brother is less than me, because I'm no more than you. I am you standing here. I'm your brother standing in front of you, telling you what came out of life, not what came out of Sebi. What came out of Sebi means absolutely nothing to you. It means to me. But what I bring to you is not what came out of Sebi. It's what came out of life itself. When God made things, or when creation came, you will never find a gorilla in Alaska, right? No. Nor coconuts in Canada. Why? Because it's a cosmic arrangement. This arrangement has been violated. You and I are victims. We've been eating the wrong food because we didn't know what to eat. I said, okay, I quit my job and I'm curing the diseases. Now what? I came to you. After I had cured 5 AIDS patients, 10 diabetics, about 15 sickle cell, about 4 blind, I decided to go brave on this stuff. I put it in the Amsterdam News, the Village Voice, and the New York Post. AIDS has been cured. When the Attorney General saw that, he sent to tell me to remove the ad. He said, I'll see you in hell. The next day, I was arrested. But let me tell you something. The white man won. Why he won? I won the case. I proved that I cured AIDS. But he won because he knows that you would never believe it. That is where the white man won. And to substantiate my claim, when I won the case, the night that I went to get the verdict, there was no black people there. There was a bunch of white people there. The Park Slope paper came to me. The white man sent that to me. Dr. Sebi, you mind if I ask you a question? I said, no. Where are the black newspapers? Tonight you have set a precedent. This is the first time in the United States government or the country in which someone stood up against the American Medical Association and went. Where are the black newspapers? I said, I don't know. Where are the black leaders? I don't know. I don't even care. I did it for me, not for the public. I want to show the world what a black man could do. The white man said, well, I'm going to write about it. And he put it in the Park Slope paper. Herbalists cure AIDS. Dr. Sebi, natural cure for AIDS, and more use food, not drugs.
I met Dr. Sebi about 4 years ago. And before I got a chance to actually go to the village in Honduras, I took his herbs. Now, he had several herbs, but the ones that I personally chose to take was a 10-day cleanse. 10 days I lived on juice, 100% juice, water, sea moss, fruits and vegetables, And after a 10-day period, I only needed 4 hours of sleep a night. My energy level was incredibly high. My intuition was on point. I could tell you who was knocking on the door before they knocked. I could tell you who was calling the house before they called. My senses was, they were there. I had no desire whatsoever to eat any of the things that I had eaten before the cleanse because I felt that good.
So therefore, we are going to travel on a journey that's going to be black, going to be African. Why? Because we are Africans.